Hey guys, Suda here, and in today's video I'm doing a Q&A. There's going to be some Warzone 2 gameplay in the back. I got a chance to play it last month, and it was a lot of fun, I think. It's hard to tell, because I didn't really see anybody, but at least you guys get to see some gameplay here, if you haven't. So in this video, if I don't answer the question, the video ends. Let's start from the beginning. The very first question that was asked to me was, who's Suda? And if that's not obvious enough, I'm Who's Suda. I'm an independent YouTuber. Been just uploading a variety of content lately, as you guys can see. I've played Wordle to Truck Simulator to Warzone. The variety is otherworldly. One common mistake is, though, people do like to mistake me with I'm Suda. We're two different creators, just so you guys know. We're two different channels. We're not associated with each other, and quite frankly, I believe he's been stealing from me for years. Next question. Keep in mind that these questions are just going to be answered in order, so they're not exactly going to be good questions. I can tell by reading this. Why have you never posted Apex? I played Apex during the beta phase, but I just haven't played it since. I prefer Warzone, and I guess that's kind of what I just stuck with when it comes to Battle Royales. Not much else to say there. How did you come up with the name Suda? It's somewhat related to my real name. My nickname in high school was Suda Trays because I would hit a lot of three-pointers when I played basketball. I was third string point guard, if you guys know what that means. I was roughly 90 pounds when I was 16 years old. I never really get to play much. So when I did hit a three-pointer, it was kind of a big deal. For me, at least. Anywho. Favorite YouTube video you've put out? This is a Who's Suda Q&A, so I'm going to keep it to Who's Suda. I would say my favorite videos so far have been my truck simulator video that I did with Xedes. Just way too fun for no reason, ready or not. Lastly, I'll say Space Jam 3 full movie. I uploaded this originally because I made a Gmod movie as soon as Space Jam 2 came out. I thought it'd be funny to make the third episode, and majority of the views on this are actually from people looking up Space Jam 2. Maybe they're confused and thought there actually was a Space Jam 3. So there's a lot of disappointed people in the comments. I'll put some of the comments on screen, but I just love seeing these people being upset that it's not a real movie. It brings me joy. Next question here we have, how are you doing? I'm doing just fine. I moved to America. I am no longer in Canada. This is not really related to the question, but one thing that I do miss living here in America is not being able to go to Tim Hortons every single day. There's something special about living by yourself and having access to Tim Hortons. So that's how I'm doing. Pretty not so good, because no Tim Horton. When's the next Momboy album coming out? We released an album over a year ago. So it did surprisingly well. Nobody expected the album to get over 30 million streams. This was a complete and utter shitpost. If you guys have heard any of the songs, you understand that. But since then, I've been working on a few songs. I'm going to be just dropping them randomly whenever they're done. Trinium has one, I have one, and we're gonna try and create a little EP here soon, hopefully. What was your best memory on a COD game? Okay, so this is gonna be a huge throwback back to when I first started uploading clips to YouTube. It's on a channel that I have no access to anymore, unfortunately. But I remember I was desperately trying to hit a cross-map ballistic knife. I just loved how difficult it was to get. Like, obviously, if you shoot it straight up in the air, it's gonna come down somewhere randomly on the map, and I believed it was a 1 in a million chance. So I think this is probably what started my gambling addiction. I just wanted to eventually hear that noise of it hitting, and I guess that's why I got so into going for cross-map, throwing knives, or combat axes. So it was an unhealthy addiction, but yeah, 6 hours after school every day I would do it. But my best memory is probably when I hit a cross-map ballistic knife on Jungle in Black Ops 1, and I ran and told my mom, and she was like, I don't give a shit. She didn't say that, but we don't have many spicy questions here, because the goal here was to have questions that I would have troubles answering. So these haven't really been tough yet. The next one here, my brother's name is Alex. That's not a question. But I appreciate the question, or the statement. When did you get your doggo? I got this beautiful corgi here. Her name is Looney. I got her when I moved to America. So of course, her name is Looney after the $1 coin. Here's her dog collar. I thought it was really creative. She has her own Instagram account, actually. She runs it herself. If you guys are interested in following a dog. Yeah, she's been great. She's almost potty trained. And I'll tell her you guys said hi. Would you own a monkey? If so, what kind? I would not own a monkey. That doesn't sound safe at all, especially with monkeypox going around. That sounds like the source, I would assume. I don't know much about it. But that just sounds counterintuitive. I'm Suda said hey. Like I said before, I'm Suda, please stop contacting me. I didn't want to have to block your page, but I might need to. Moving on. What will your game be called? I genuinely do not know. Actually, I do know. This is editing Suda here. The game's gonna be called Super Duty Legends. Super, as in like Super Mario Bros. Duties like Call of Duty, and then Legends as in Raid Shadow Legends or Apex Legends. We just took a bunch of popular buzzwords and squashed them together. You still going bald for 80K? Absolutely not. A long time ago, I said I would shave my head for 80,000 followers on Instagram, but I was referring to like if it happens in the same week. With that being said, I'll give you guys one day. If I get 80K by tomorrow, I'll still shave my head. How about that? boy liker. Oh, I don't know if I can answer this one. The answer is no. I like men. I bought your U2's thoughts and prayers. I mean, I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who bought the U2's. It sold out, so there's none available right now, but I was thinking of doing the plushie. If this video gets 10,000 likes, we will release the plushie. Here's proof that they're cool with it. Mustard or ketchup? I was team ketchup for the longest time, but now, on a hot dog, or sometimes even like a turkey sandwich, I need mustard. I never thought I would get to this point, but I need my mustard if I'm going to be having a turkey sandwich. Everyone asks, who's Suda, but no one asks, how is Suda? Suda is okay today. Suda is having a good day. Just sitting here, relaxing, drinking a Gatorade Zero, answering all of your silly little questions. What is your SSN? I'm assuming you're meaning PSN, of course, because what else would you be talking about? And in that case, my PSN is Suda. Sprite or 7-Up? Sprite? Who is Suda? Me. Do you ever miss uploading Black Ops 3? Absolutely not. We played that game for 3 years, and I find it unplayable now. What made it fun in the first place was just playing with friends. I have no desire to play that game, and I'm sorry if that hurts anybody's feelings. It feels way overdone. I uploaded that game for 3 years, I think, and with Call of Duty, it's a yearly cycle, so they stopped caring about it after the first year. It's in my top 3 games, though, that's for sure. What's the hardest video you've ever made? That's a great question. There's a few that I would say are the hardest. I'm gonna list off a few. Okay, stream setting my friends, the original playing every Call of Duty, my Discord Squid Game, and my 100 stream sniper video is probably my 4 hardest videos. Favorite song? When you guys listen to music, do you guys actually listen to the same playlist every time? Because I've had an awful habit of only listening to new music. I exclusively listen to the Spotify new music playlist, and every week it refreshes, I only listen to that, because for some reason I hate hearing the same thing twice. Although I actually listen to classical music the most. I have a playlist of that I play, and it's on every single time I go into my car, so if I'm driving my friends around, they can tell you I only listen to classical music. Unless I'm in the gym or something. Steve Kerr's son's name? I believe he has 1 child and his name is Nick. How do you keep consistent with YouTube? So if you guys haven't known, I haven't been consistent with YouTube, and there's various reasons for that. Most of them coming down to the fact that I spend too long in my videos. When I first started YouTube, I was somewhat consistent. I'd post once a week, and with that, I ended up spending longer and longer each video. I wanted each video to be better than the last, and I wanted to justify that by spending more time on each video, and progressively, my upload schedule went from every week, to every 10 days, to 2 weeks, to every 3 weeks, and pretty much every month, which is where it's at right now. But on this channel, I upload very frequently because I don't feel that same standard that I need to improve, nor do you guys think that I need to improve with each video. I'm enjoying the content on this channel a lot more. It's a lot more fun to create. It's a lot less stressful, and the energy is really good. Not that the videos are bad over there, it's just that this feels a little more right over here. Which is why I'm Team Who's, but yeah. Any news on your game? Yes and no. Here's some gameplay. I just recorded this right now. There's 6 characters, me, HyperExedes, Tranium, Soup, and Charlie. There's a ton of bugs right now, like an impossible amount of bugs. So this week I'm pretty much just stress testing it and giving as much feedback as I can to the dev. We're working together on this project. I never learned how to make a video game, so it's essentially me directing him on what to do for the game, and it's just making it accustomed to what I would want to play. Although, keep in mind, it's going to be very scuffed, so don't get your hopes up. It's going to be an awful game. It's gonna be shit, and there's gonna be so many bugs. So don't expect anything less. Did you ever think you would be such a success on YouTube? No. My goal with starting YouTube was never to grow it, and nor did I really expect people to be interested. But I guess once I started getting an audience, I wanted to satisfy them and bring them good content in whatever way I could. But yes, my goal when starting YouTube was never to have a million subscribers. That was barely possible back then for a gaming creator. But now it seems like there's 10,000 channels with a million, and they're all uploading Fortnite tips and tricks or something, because they know that will get them to a million. And I don't know, I've never really been motivated off just numbers. Clearly, otherwise I'll be posting very frequently on both of my channels. How does 2 mil make you feel? It makes me feel no different, because it's really no different than 1 million. If you have an audience, you have an audience. 2, it's double, which is awesome, but nothing has changed in my life since reaching 2 million subscribers. This is my job, but I don't like to think of it that way. I just make videos I think people would want to see, and stuff that I enjoy making. What is the dog doing? I actually have a camera set up to watch the dog, so I will show you exactly what the dog is doing. Turn around, Looney. Hey.
She did it. Damn, she's smart.
Who's the best dog ever?
Oh.
She knows where it is now. Hey, Looney. Hey, Looney.
Dude.
Oh my god.
You got a whole ass video trolling your dog.
Funny moments between me and my dog.
Playful little dog.
Have you abandoned your Suda couch, children? If you guys didn't know, I had 6 fan pages or something like that dedicated to my couch. It started from a reference. There's 2 origins. One of them is a TikTok that I made about my couch, and the other one being an entire video that I dedicated. I tricked my friends into downloading a photo of my couch, and I made it seem very suspicious, but in reality it was just a photo of my couch. I was trying to sell it, but since then I decided not to sell it, because I knew it held way too much value, and you guys would chop my head off if I sold my couch, especially that one. The couch has a deeper meaning now. Here are some photos of me and my couch. It's so comfortable. In your opinion, Star Wars or Marvel? So I saw Star Wars when I was very, very young, at least 15 years ago. It's been a long, long time. And for Marvel, I've only seen 2 movies. It's been Black Widow and the one where Brie Larson is the main character. I don't know what it's called. But as all my friends have told me, I went to the wrong Marvel movies for my first time watching it. And yeah, I don't have any opinion on Marvel, nor am I a fan. I don't understand it. But I'm sure it's great. Favorite game at the moment? As sad as it is to say, it's Truck Simulator. Now, I don't really play games at all when I'm not recording. I'm just so used to pressing record if I'm with my friends, because that's always how I've made videos. I just happen to press record before we started, and I'm just in the habit of doing that. So I really don't play any games when I'm not recording, other than Clash of Clans, which is a huge waste of time, but I still do it. Will you make more Omegle videos? Omegle was super fun in the beginning. Before we recorded our first video, I was trying to think of a way to integrate Discord into other things. When I suggested Omegle, it just made sense. Like, someone shared their screen, and we're just there to give them stuff to say. That's kind of where it came from. And since then, I'm not exactly interested in milking it, because it just feels like an attempt at cheap views, and I have never enjoyed my time on Omegle, first of all. Way too many dicks on there, as well as way too many children, so just a lawsuit waiting to happen at any given moment. How is that website still up? How did you meet your friends all these years ago? I met them on COD. I met them playing video games, Xbox Live. We would play every day, and some of us still do. Not COD though, because COD's trash right now. What flavor of oxygen do you like to breathe? One day they actually should make flavored oxygen. I feel like that's next, or I guess that's just vape in a way. People really vape like it's oxygen and need their mango jewel pods, or whatever you call them. Show your car. Here it is. Disclaimer, this is not my car, but I want to drive this car. So I actually reached out to the owner, and hopefully he replies. I would love to drive this car. Have you ever had a burnout doing YouTube? Was there a time it became a grind and stopped being fun? Yes and no. The way I used to edit my own videos is I would delegate the work essentially to the very last day before I wanted to post, and then I would edit for like 16 hours straight, and after that session I would always just become numb, and I would just have no interest in doing anything YouTube related for 3 days after every video, because because I just put way too much into it, and I wouldn't do basic things like, you know, eat food, drink water, and it's just super unhealthy, but it's what I wanted to do to get the video finished, and yeah, don't do that. I've always had creating videos as a hobby, and it just makes me want to make better content, but in a way that is not so taxing. What was your smartest decision financially? Now, I'll be honest, I haven't made a big purchase like a house or anything. That's something that I'd like to work towards down the line. A house for my mom, essentially, so she can retire there. I, for the most part, put a lot of money back into my videos. Other than that, I save. I don't recommend investing into anything unless you guys are educated on it, but I've gotten absurdly lucky with my awful investments. But yeah, I will not give you guys any financial advice. Just stating that here. There's places where you should go, like Twitter, for example, and just take a browse because there's so much good information on there that you should definitely check out. Just kidding. Don't do that. Where do you get your color block shirts? I need the drip. I've been collecting for years multicolored articles of clothing. I've been obsessed with things with the colorway of my logo for so long. And, well, yeah, here's pretty much as everything. I'm just recording around my room. They're all different brands. I've released some myself. This was a limited time release I had. If any of you guys are designers and want to work on another color block item, message me on Twitter. I'm totally down to work on a concept. As long as it's cool, of course. Hey Suda, I have no question, just fucking upload on your main channel. Now, I'm not exactly sure what made me want to post so frequently on this channel and not that channel. I was so excited making this channel because it felt like a place where I could just upload without putting the thought into it. Like, you know, I could play something new and just be like, that's a video. And I wouldn't have to worry about how it performs. Because with YouTube changing so much, it's hard to stay on top of what the algorithm wants. And what it doesn't want is inconsistency, which is what, of course, I have on my main channel. But I just simply cannot provide quality content consistently on that channel. I overthink it, and then I spend too long on each video, and it's a cycle that happens, and it still does. So I appreciate you guys being patient over there. Those videos are essentially projects that I put a lot more attention into, and I'm grateful that you guys allow me to post every so often. With Suda, I can upload whatever. I uploaded Wordle, and for some reason that did really well. So I uploaded Wordle again, and it didn't take very long at all, which is the best part. I've uploaded the most bizarre variety on this channel, and I am so glad that I can do that, and not have to feel guilty for spending, you know, less than a month on a video. Do you feel comfortable talking about something that isn't YouTube? Of course. These questions are mainly YouTube related though, so it's tough in this video. Where did you learn to edit? You are the reason I am in film school. Oh my god. I'm honored to hear that. I never went to film school, obviously, but I learned how to edit just making videos, and I guess just trying to learn new things in the software, finding ways to cut time. I've watched like 2 tutorials my entire time making videos. I try to be original when it comes to post-production, so I intentionally don't watch other creators' content that's similar to mine because I don't want to know what they're doing. I rather just do my thing in my way and hope that it sticks. Film school is something that I thought about for a very long time. Creating my own videos has made me want to get more into post-production. It's essentially just like a super basic version of creating a short film. You can do whatever you want to your video, but it's totally up to the creator on how they want to portray their film. And YouTube has opened that window to me, but I don't think I will be going to film school. Nor do I think I need to for what I do. But I'm glad to see that you are going to film school. How do you like America, and would you move back to Canada at some point? So I guess my goal is to essentially save up enough money to be able to buy my mom a house. I've rented my whole life. I would love to have my mom retire, but we're not quite there yet. She's been very supportive of my channel. I'd love to give her that financial relief of not having to worry about, you know, making rent and allowing her to retire in a place that she likes. On top of that, I just miss Tim Hortons. I already said that, like, I think I said that a few times. Although America is awesome. Very free over here. I'm not lying when I tell you this. I got my driver's license and a car in one day living here. I never drove in Canada because I never needed to, but coming to America, I knew I needed to because you just can't not drive here. So I went to the place where you get your license, got it under an hour, and I bought a car the same day. Because it's that easy here, which blows my mind. It takes 3 years to get your full license in Canada. I got mine in 1 hour. And I got a car because I needed to get around, and it was my only option. America is very car-driven. All of my friends were driving since like 14, 15, 16. I genuinely was pulling out of my neighborhood once, and I saw a kid who looked like he was 13 pulling into my street. He could barely see over the window. His teeth probably weren't even fully grown in, but yet he executed the turn perfectly. Just blew my mind. I just never thought I would see that. Because when I was 14, I was actually 80 pounds or less. So the thought of me behind the wheel is absolutely catastrophic. The roads would not be safe with me on them at the age of 14. Are you Mr. Beast? I am not. But recently, I've been confused by people thinking that I am Mr. Beast. The other day I went to the Starbucks drive-thru, and the lady there, she opened up her window and her jaw just dropped, and she stared at me. And I was like, there's no way she knows about my gaming YouTube channel. Then she asked me, are you Mr. Beast? And I said, yes. And then she believed me at first, which I felt bad for because I'm not Mr. Beast. I thought it was a joke. But, yeah. She then asked me to lower the price of the Mr. Beast burger, and I told her I would. And now every time I go back to that Starbucks, she brings up the Mr. Beast burger. Although she definitely knows now that I'm not Mr. Beast. She still asks me though. Maybe she forgets. What size balls do you wear? I'm a C cup. I love you. We should kiss. Not sure about that, Miguel. Just get into the questions here. When's the next community video? I've done a few community videos, and I would love to do more. I just need to figure out how to do them in a way that is exciting. Kind of like my stream sniping video. I thought that was a lot of fun, and there's a lot of reason to play or to watch. It was just an all-around fun event, and I'd like to do more like that. Plans for the future? I would like to say I have a lot of plans, but for the most part, I just want to be consistent here on YouTube. I'm going to stay uploading things I enjoy and having fun with it, which I've been having so much fun lately, and I'm so grateful for my friends and for the people who watch my videos. There's tons of creative projects I would love to do, but for now, we're celebrating 200,000 subscribers on this channel. This is the 100th video, and also 2 million on I'm Suda. So I think that wraps up this Q&A. I didn't not answer any question that I got. There's hundreds of more questions, but I just can't keep going. I'm just going to call it here because the recording has been so long. Yeah, thanks again, and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and make sure you're subscribed. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.